45 Plinkster here. Today we're going to be reviewing a part for the Ruger Mark III, and what it is the BAM hammer bushing, B-A-M, BAM hammer bushing, and I'm going to show you what it does for these Ruger Mark IIIs. I think it's the best, cheapest parts you can get, and you can probably get the, I guess the most result and the most bang for your buck. And I'm going to show you one thing it does. This is Ruger Mark III target, and you can see the bolt is locked back. That's where it's going to be whenever you dump a mag or empty your clip. It's going to lock back. Then you're going to go to change your magazine. You're going to hit the button, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to have to grab it, pull it out. This one has a magazine disconnect safety in it, and what I'm going to do is put a BAM hammer bushing in it. This one already has one in it. I've installed it about a month ago, and I was so impressed with it that, of course, I had to buy another one for this gun. This is a little girl's gun, and this one here is all tricked out, and this one's going to be after today. But you can see this one's got the BAM hammer bushing in it, and you empty your magazine, go to change, it comes out. No problems. That's one improvement that the BAM hammer bushing gives you. The other thing what this bushing does is it takes a lot of your all that creep you got in your trigger. I guess it's not creep, but all your pre-travel. Takes all that pre-travel out of it. Gives you a lot better trigger feel. It gives it, I think it's a little bit lighter, and it's 15 bucks. You can get them on, this is it right here. And pretty much what that replaces is all this crap right here. You can see there's, you can see it. There's 3 parts in there. Bushing and magazine, safety release, and the spring for it. And you eliminate all that stuff, and it makes it a lot easier to take apart and disassemble, because when you put this in there you got to make sure the spring's on the right side of all this and that, and it's just a real big pain in the ass to me. So I said, well, if I can make my gun better, make it easier to disassemble and reassemble, it's 15 bucks. That includes shipping. You go on BAM, just Google BAM bushing. First thing will come up is, I think it's bushings.net.com or something like that. Just put in BAM bushing and you'll find this. And man, it's worth the $15. Like I said, that includes shipping. I've seen videos on YouTube of the Sam Lamb bushing. The reason I didn't order the Sam Lamb bushing because it comes from Canada. The guys up in Canada, got nothing against Canadians, but it takes about 3 weeks, I heard, to get it. I got this in less than a week, about 5 days. Both of them, I think one of them took me about 7 days, the other one took me 5 days. You can't beat that. So I say order one. If you own a Ruger Mark III target or whatever, or it even works for the 2245s Mark IIIs. So check it out, put one in your gun, you won't be sorry. Best $15 you can spend. It's a pretty easy installation. You just take these grips off, and obviously if you got one of these you probably disassembled it, and if you hadn't never disassembled it, maybe it's not something you want to take on, but trust me, you're going to have to learn how to disassemble it sooner or later. You're going to have to clean it, so you might as well get on the ball and get her done and stick one of these bad boys in it and make your gun shoot better, and it's better trigger, magazines pop out, and there's no magazine safety, but the way I was raised is you always treat a gun as it's loaded, so I don't guess I need it, so I'll always treat it like it's loaded. And I'm going to show you something else I've done to this gun. It's pretty cool, and the reason I've done that is it's more of a function and purpose. My gun wasn't running 100%, and I think it had to do to the fact with the loaded chamber indicator. As you can see, I filled it. This is a Bruce Patza. Last name is P-A-T-Z-A. Bruce Patza. If you Google it, I found out on a rimfire website. I'm sure you probably know which one I'm talking about. But if you Google Bruce Patza, you can find this out, and I think it was 18 bucks for this. It comes with everything to install it. I had to do just a little bit of fitting, but he sends the sandpaper to do it with. It took me about 10 minutes to do it. Real easy install, and I'm pretty sure if you ever want to sell this gun and put it back to the safety, you know, put the loaded chamber indicator back in it, all it is a set screw. I put a little bit of blue Loctite on it to make sure it don't go anywhere. I don't want that thing moving around while I'm shooting and jam it up or something, or tear it up. So I'll put a little Loctite in it. He recommends you do that. And real easy, simple install. I was getting a lot of, they were getting hung up. I don't know if you can see in that gun or not, but it's got some stuff that sticks in there that this loaded chamber indicator catches on, and I was getting shells hung up in there and getting failures to eject. So I said, hell with this, there's got to be something out there to fix it. So I started looking around, and I found this stuff. It's Bruce Patza. He makes them in stainless. They're 18 bucks, and I think the blue was like 20, and that's matte, and maybe the shiny blue it's like 21. Don't quote me on that, but it's all pretty cheap. And with him, you just send him an envelope with a money order in it, or cash, whatever you feel comfortable sending him. And he's over in the Midwest somewhere, Wisconsin, I can't remember, but it's pretty far away from me. I sent it out in an envelope, got it back within 7 or 8 days. You know, that's both ways, me sending it, him receiving it, and sending it back to me. So I thought that was really fast, considering I had to send him the payment through the mail instead of via the internet, which everything is nowadays. But it's cool. He sent me all the stuff. I put it in. Didn't take long. My gun has probably been nearly 100% since I put that in. This gun here, it's got a loaded chamber indicator. This is a little girl's gun. Like I said, she's 10 years old, so I hate even taking the magazine safety out of it. But like I said, we teach her that all guns are loaded, and you treat all of them as they're loaded, regardless. So I did it to, she's going to be doing some target shooting 4-H this fall, and I wanted to have her the best trigger possible for her in it, and getting rid of that magazine safety helps it out. She has little problems, you know, taking these mags in and out with her little hands, so her not having to grab and pull them out, there's going to be one less frustration on her when she's trying to concentrate and shoot. So we're going to do that. But check this out, man. BAM bushing. You got to get you one if you own you a 2245 Mark III, or just a standard Mark III, competition, target, whatever you may have. If it's got a magazine safety disconnect in it, you want one of these in your gun, I promise you. BAM bushings. Check it out, man. 45 Plinkster. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm going to try to make a video on the install of this. It's pretty easy. Some people say they've had to freeze them. It's kind of a pressed in fit, but on this gun when I installed it, I was able to push it in about halfway with my fingers, and then I just took a rubber mallet, stuck it on this pink, that's right, pink whole gun mat, took a rubber mallet, this thing right here, I used the soft end. It's got a hard plastic end and a soft end. I just beat it on there 4 or 5 times, got it in there, stuck it in my gun. Been happy ever since. So maybe next video I'm gonna make, as you can see, I've got some volt cords, some parts, triggers, slide stop, some more goodies ordered from Ruger, and this here. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make a video of me installing all this in this gun. I was making a video when I installed all that on this gun. As you can see, it's got all the volt quartz and goodies inside of it that we're going to do to this one. But my camera ran out of memory about halfway through the video, so I just continued on, and so we didn't get no video of it. So maybe we'll get one on this. Can't make you no promises. I use a phone for all my videos. I know it's pretty low budget, but hey man, that's how we roll down here in the Dixie hood. So thank you again for stopping by the old 45 Plinkster channel. I usually don't do a lot of these type of videos just because I don't know, I enjoy working on guns, and I don't really like to have to stop and talk about it. I guess you could say I'm more efficient when I'm not running my mouth. So Thank you again for checking me out, 45 Plankster.